Foods to induce sleep. Yeah, good topic. Whatever is your age, whatever is your marital status, if you find it difficult to sleep, so there are certain foods that will help you. If the cause of your sleep disturbance is your spouse, you will need to change your spouse. Though I have said this statement, I am not responsible for the divorce if you proceed with this. You can read the book Relate Pillar Marriage, Relationship Counseling, and Family Therapy Relationship Test to find out whether to keep this same spouse and try to change that person. If not, then there are foods. If that is not your reason of sleep disturbance, then there are foods. So, four things. One is tryptophan, the foods rich in tryptophan, foods rich in melatonin, foods rich in magnesium, and fermented food. Okay. Tryptophan, melatonin, magnesium, and fermented food. That helps to induce better sleep. There is a fifth also which you can add, chamomile tea or some tea or something. Yeah. The sixth one you can add will be the environment part, which we will cover. The seventh one you will add is the things to avoid. Easy. So we are divided the topic. So number one, tryptophan. The foods rich in tryptophan. What are those foods? So dairy products. So many times, most of the mothers, they give the milk to the child. You will have better sleep. That is true actually. Milk, yogurt, paneer, they induce because they are good in tryptophan. Tryptophan helps for melatonin secretion. Melatonin is something that is for sleep. When you travel, you have a jet lag, so you take melatonin tablets. There is a serious problem with melatonin tablets. It causes depression. Remember, just a single dose will start your depression. So can we avoid that? Instead of that, can we take something else, which we do traditionally? Haldi ka doodh, turmeric and milk, the best thing. Obviously with sugar. Because when you take it with sugar, it will cause proper sugar spike. That itself induces your sleep. The another is any yogurt or anything. Okay. Then foods rich in magnesium. Poultry, so typically the chicken and all those, they also are rich in tryptophan. They help you to reduce. In the night, if you are drinking almond milk or adding almond milk in your normal milk, or you are adding the seeds, nuts, almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, so they help for secretion of melatonin because these foods are high in magnesium as well as melatonin itself. And the poultry and the dairy products, they are high in tryptophan. So what are we looking for? So we are looking for two molecules. So what are those two molecules? One is melatonin, another is serotonin. Okay. Now the serotonin is coming from fermented foods, right? So you remember the serotonin is where it is secreted? Gastrointestinal tract. And all this good microbial flora, they help you secrete serotonin. This serotonin goes to your brain, gets converted to dopamine. It decreases your anxiety, it decreases your stress and depression. What is the problem in anxiety and stress? When you are anxious and stressed, you cannot sleep. When you are depressed, you may fall asleep, but you will wake up in the middle of night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., bhutnaths, and you are not able to sleep. So all those bhutnaths, these are depressed people. The first symptom of depression is you wake up in the middle of night. You are not able to fall asleep. That is the first symptom of your depression. How many of you are experiencing it? Write down in the chat. And for anxiety and stress, the symptom is you're not able to sleep. For both, the problem is low dopamine. Low dopamine because low serotonin. So for that, you need optimum probiotics in your gut. For optimum probiotics, you need to have healthy food. You need to avoid the food which affects your microbial flora and all those things. The fermented food is the best. yogurt, all those probiotic things which are available in the market, they are not sufficient. The curd is not sufficient for serotonin secretion. You need more microbial flora. So with a lot of research, there is a product called Actico Pro, which is going to be launched in the market soon. And as of now, if you want to buy, you can buy it from me before launch. It has microbial flora content, which secretes serotonin optimally. Okay. You can take it with water or any juice or any drink. So the two things which we are working on, one is melatonin, another is serotonin, right? Okay. For both of them, so what are the things which we need? We need magnesium, we need tryptophan. So the things high in tryptophan, milk, dairy products, and poultry products. Things rich in melatonin and magnesium are nuts, almonds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, right? Then things rich in melatonin itself. So that will be the cherries, yeah, cherry juice and all. Banana is very high source of magnesium, potassium, tryptophan, right? And this itself will relax muscles and induce sleep. So banana milk shake, turmeric milk, almond milk, milk with dry fruits, milk with flax seeds. Good combination. Oats. Oats also contain melatonin and some carbohydrates that support serotonin production. So basically, when we are saying of oats, it acts as a prebiotic for microbial flora to help secrete serotonin. Okay. Same way, having fruits, vegetables in the night. Okay. So very good, Koyal. So fruits, yes. Then there are some foods which are magnesium rich. Very easy answer. Magnesium rich foods. We all have learned in Monday and Tuesday classes. Green leafy vegetables, legumes. Easy. Yeah. So all those magnesium rich foods that facilitate good sleep. All the legumes. Okay. So now one more food item is there, avocado. But don't tell your client to start avocado because the taste is disgusting. Most people don't like it. It's very costly, 150 rupees. There are better things than that. Yeah. And so green leafy vegetables are much better, less expensive thing. Dry fruits are probably less expensive than avocado. More benefit. Now, have you noticed that there are some food after you have those meal, you feel sleepy, drowsy, even if it is afternoon. So what are those meals for you? Write down in the chat. Write down in the chat. Buttermilk, okay. So by supporting microbial flora. Okay. So when you say biryani, it is rice. Very good. Everyone is coming to the rice part. Yeah. So food which is high in carbohydrate, which is going to cause your sugar level to rise optimally and fall slowly. If sugar level falls fast, you will feel hungry. You will need to get up and you will need to eat sweets. You don't want that. You want something to have a stable sugar level, slow fall. For that, curd, rice, yeah, complex, very good, Kalyani. Complex carbohydrates, khichdi, because khichdi has the legumes as well as rice, and legumes are rich in magnesium. Then uh, the millets, okay. Wheat, you will have to decide on your own because I'm gluten sensitive, so I'm against wheat. Yeah. But most of the people in the world, they are addicted to wheat. They cannot sleep. They do not feel full unless they eat wheat. The problem is not they need wheat, their body needs wheat. The problem is here. They are addicted to wheat, the gluten. That's the problem. And it's a very tough challenge to leave the gluten. Yeah, because you have been addicted since your childhood, 6 months onwards. Your parents have started that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. It is your choice whether you want to do. Now, so we have covered the tryptophan, melatonin, magnesium, serotonin. Correct? For serotonin, we will add more things. So buttermilk, curd, not sufficient actually. Fermented food, very good, very good. So South Indian food, idli, dosa, dhokla. For me, dhokla is also South Indian, huh? So because the batter is same at our house. Um, Bengal gram, I'm allergic. So yeah. Otherwise, people always say when I say it's a dhokla, so people say dhokla is Gujarati. So dhokla is Marwadi also actually. So the sweet dhokla or khaman dhokla is Gujarati, and without sweet and without Bengal gram, it is Marwadi dhokla, Rajasthani dhokla. But if you use the same batter as your idli dosa, then that dhokla becomes South Indian dhokla. Yeah. So South Indian dhokla is more beneficial for your health. Okay, all the fermented foods. So can you think again? Rice, curd, turmeric, tamarind, South Indian food. Wow, these are all sleep-inducing food. So probably that's why South Indians have good sleep. That's why the next day they feel calm, not like North Indians fighting and irritable anger all the time. Yeah. So South Indians are calm. They are more productive. They are uh, more talented, more studious, more efforts, more work. Yeah. So if you go South Indian states, you will see the good roads, good development, all those, because probably people have good night sleep. That's why they are more productive during the day. And because why they are having good night sleep? Because of the rice, curd, turmeric, tamarind, coconut milk, of and fermented food. No wheat. Okay. Now, coming to the tea part, there are some agents which calm your mind. Yeah. So starting from drugs, alcohol, medicines, correct? So first we see what are the problem with drugs, medicines, alcohol. Then we come to something natural thing, which is a chamomile tea and all those things. Okay. So if you take alcohol, some medicines, it will have some tranquilizer effect and you will feel calm for certain time. But after that, there is a sudden rise of your activity. Your inhibition is gone. So sudden rise of your activity, stress will be more, worry will be more, depression will be more, right? There is another problem. Alcohol affects your NREM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep. Okay. So your deep sleep will be less if you have alcohol, though it will cause you to sleep, but your quality of sleep is poor with alcohol. Same is with the medicines. Plus, there is a serious problem, addiction. You know, any sleep-inducing medicines, tranquilizers, alcohol, they have serious addiction. One more problem is that the cost is very high, and the benefit versus risk is very high. Addiction, low quality sleep, then next day bad days, then next night bad sleep. You drink alcohol today, next night you will have 2 3 nights your sleep is gone, quality is affected. Not a good idea. So can you have something healthy for sleep inducing chemicals? So chamomile tea, some tea, yeah, all those, plus some flavors, aromas, essential oils, incense, incense stick in your room. Okay. Recently I found that, the Bhimseni Kapoor. So there is a sandal flavored Bhimseni Kapoor that also you can ignite. Yeah. Another is uh, then comes to certain things which you should do for your good night sleep. that acts as a holistic approach. Not fighting with your spouse just before the sleep, not being on the phone, not on the social media, then having a bath before the sleep, reading some book. Because throughout the day, you are thinking so many things, you are involved in so many things. Your mind needs to calm down and focus on one thing. When you read a book, that is that one thing. It can be reading a religious book or some biography or some growth book. You can read this book also, The Letter to Student, available on Amazon, A Letter to Student by Dr. Pawan Mittal. So this book, each page, because you are in the world of TikTok and Reels, 30 seconds. Each page is 30 seconds. The audience is parents and the children. This book objective is to create emotional bonding between parents and child. Every page will do that, will serve that purpose. And for your child, you need one page to transform the life. For you, you need one page to transform. Yeah. Originally, I wanted to write 70 pages, but finally it became 200 pages. It's worth it. It's very small book, short book, 30 seconds. So it will be 100 minutes, total minutes, 100. Read 10 to 20 pages before you sleep. You will have good dreams. There should be a book, Letter to the Spouse. That will be better, actually. But I have the book which has caused so many divorces. I actually repaired the divorces. Yeah. So that day, uh, my daughter saw the new cover for the Relate Pillar book, Relationship Test. And she asked me, so Papa, the cover has changed? I said, yeah, actually, the content also changed. So the content is one additional line I have written that the author is not responsible for the divorce. And she asked me, sir, Papa, where have you written this? Like first page or what? I said, no, on every page. Because there are so many tests, 25 tests in the book. And if someone is running this test on her spouse and the spouse fails, you know, then what is the problem? So there are tests for love, respect, trust, compatibility. You should have done that test before the marriage, not now. Uh, and then goal sharing, intimacy, passion, parenting style. Yeah. So they can lead to some turbulence in life. So the audience is those who are already going through turbulence or divorces, they use this book or the divorce lawyers. Yeah. So that's why I have written it. Yes, Shweta. Very good. Then honey. Yeah. So honey also induces sleep, uh, sound sleep. You know what we have been traditionally taking? Haldi ka doodh, turmeric milk with sugar or honey. Best formula for sleep induction. It works only before marriage. Okay. Then ashwagandha tea, and ashwagandha also has a calming effect. So many of the Ayurvedic brands, they have this ashwagandha tablet or certain things which has ashwagandha. That also helps. I have personally found that Chawanprash has many components that helps you have a good sleep plus increases your immunity. Okay, no, don't select sugar-free thing. Sugar-free has more side effects because it has saccharol and it causes your intestine cilia to it damages your intestine cilia. Okay, and the little sugar in the one spoon, it is very less as compared to the pizza you are going to eat tomorrow. Okay. Another things rich in potassium, magnesium, and are coconut water, honey, dates. Okay. Now, some people ask whether I should eat the dry date or the wet date. So, preference is the wet dates. Okay. You should wash it before you eat wet dates. Now, some foods you need to avoid before sleeping. The seventh part of the today's topic, the foods to avoid before you sleep. Uh, so you should avoid arguments. You should avoid the uh, coffee, alcohol, smoking, risky behaviors, adventures, which will increase your adrenaline rush. Okay. Any food that causes you discomfort, either it causes you bloating or it causes you indigestion or acidity. Because if you are physically discomfort, you will have less quality sleep. Anyone has any question? 7 points: tryptophan, melatonin, magnesium, fermented foods, things to avoid, some sleep inducing agents, then the holistic part, the sleep hygiene kind of thing. Yeah, having a bath before the sleep, changing your clothes. If you're not having a bath, at least change your clothes before the sleep. Incense stick, then Bhimseni Kapoor, essential oils, all those things, skin care, because that pampers you, so relaxes when you massage your skin and all. We should add 8 points also. No arguments, no fights before you sleep. Okay. Do not read the marriage counseling book. Do not run the relationship test before the sleep. And we should add the ninth part, most important. Read letter to student before you sleep. And that causes good sleep. Okay. So Koel is asking interesting question. Does dopamine help in sleep? Does it help recreation of melatonin? So the pathway of dopamine, melatonin, they are not linked here. Okay. So pathway is different. For dopamine, serotonin is the precursor. For melatonin, tryptophan is the precursor. Okay. So both are independent. Number one. Number two. So how does dopamine help in sleep? By reducing your depression, by reducing your anxiety, stress, and worries. You understand? But now you cannot produce dopamine. You cannot eat dopamine, right? So you can increase your serotonin in your intestine by having healthy microbial flora. And this serotonin goes to brain, gets converted to dopamine. Now, someone who is depressed, someone who is having anxiety, they take serotonin reuptake inhibitor. It means they take something to protect the serotonin in the brain so that more serotonin is available to get converted to dopamine, because you cannot take artificial dopamine. And serotonin, technically, you don't need to take artificially because it is created in your body itself, intestine. Okay. Melatonin is the molecule which is secreted for inducing sleep. Now, you have a melatonin level. So this is a very interesting question. Okay. So when you are sleeping in the night, okay, you have your melatonin is slowly increasing. And now you need to go to washroom. You start the light. As soon as you start light, your melatonin decreases suddenly. Go. Then while you come back, you check what is the time in your mobile. As soon as you check your time or you start the light of the mobile, that's melatonin level decreases. And then some zombies, they get stuck on this. Instead of checking the time, they land up on Instagram. By mistake, YouTube starts spontaneously, starts scrolling, and melatonin is gone. Okay. So melatonin is very delicate. To protect it, you need to avoid exposure to the light. Do not check the time. Even from the clock also, do not check the time in the middle of the night. What is the time? Because just checking the time also disrupts your sleep. And if you're not able to fall asleep in the middle of night once you wake up, remember that there is a possibility that you are having depression, start of your depression. If you still want to go back to sleep, read this book in the middle of the night, so that this book doesn't induce sleep, but reading any book, because this book is interesting, so reading any book helps you fall asleep, because it directs your energy, directs your thoughts to one thing, stops the clutter. In sleep hygiene, you can add breathing exercise, simple breathing. Okay, so when you want to breathe in and breathe out, breathe in with nose, breathe out with nose. When you breathe in, your stomach should come out. Take any painting or rectangle frame or a window at your in your room, and longer breathe, short breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You do this 10 times. You will slowly fall asleep. Any questions, please? So people are already in vacation mood, including the speaker. Had no mood to take the class today, but so I like interacting with you, seeing your smiling faces and all. So that's why. Questions? You have 30 seconds to ask the question, because I'm waiting for the escape to run, go out. Yeah, to end the class. But if you ask question, I will answer it sincerely. So Goel is asking question about insomnia. So what is insomnia? Insomnia means difficulty falling asleep or difficulty staying asleep. Difficulty falling asleep. You are awake, you are not able to sleep. Diagnosis is anxiety, stress, worry, fear. If you fall asleep, but at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you wake up, you are not able to sleep. Minor depression has started. This is the start of your depression phase. Both are not good. So for both, the simple solution is serotonin. Increase your serotonin level. For increasing your serotonin, you can try Actico Pro. It has optimal content of microbial flora that increases serotonin very well. Reduces inflammation in intestine. It decreases your allergies, decreases infection in your intestine. It relieves any of the abdominal problems, either constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome. And it increases serotonin, so your dopamine is high, anxiety, stress, depression is less. Yeah, Anshika is asking interesting question. Does fragrance help in sleeping? So I believe yes. So having a bath before sleep, at least changing your clothes, applying some whatever perfume you like, you and your spouse can tolerate, and or putting some incense, essential oil, yeah, in diffuser in your room. That's good idea. Yeah, lighting up incense stick 1 hour before you sleep in your room. Good idea. So the objective is to calm your mind down. So my dear Koyal, this is a class of nutrition dietetics, not psychology or the sleep specialist. Yeah. So we are discussing the topic of foods to sleep. If you are interested in reading the different stages of sleep, you can buy my psychology counseling book from Amazon. Or you can Google it. Yeah. You want to see that book? Okay, I will show you. Just a 2 seconds. Practical psychology counseling, all conditions, how to manage those conditions. Marriage relationship test, relate pillar, before divorce, after divorce, to check if to divorce. Before marriage, well, before marriage, whether your spouse loves you, whether you trust him, he trusts you, whether he is compatible. Don't trust the compatibility test after marriage. Yeah. If you want to check whether your child has some conditions, so there is a 23-page algorithm in this book. This book is around 300 pages. Child assessment tools as per age category. Yeah. Before this book, there was no assessment tools as per age. There was just a child assessment tool for everyone. But no, every child has a different milestone. So this is as per age. Okay. Plus there is a 23-page algorithm. If you use this, you can find out whether your child has this problem. Yes. This problem, no. This, no. So there is algorithm of 23 pages, which you or any mother can use. Yeah. Even if you are from non-healthcare background. If you are already land up in problem with your spouse, to solve your problems, this is a book. Yeah. So this book helps you find out what are your problems, and this book helps you to solve the problems. Letter to student, it helps you increase your bonding with your child and you. Caffeine consumption and sleep, you are covered here, my dear Koel. Wake up. It's okay. It happens with everyone. Before marriage, you are absorbed so much in the thought that you are forgetting what is going on in your life. And after marriage, you are so much in shock that you forget what is happening in life. So, yeah, I'm married. Huh? So I just enjoy the fun out of it to sell my book. This book has a previous edition. It caused a lot of things. People went to the divorce courts. They started utilizing this test for their divorce and getting the alimony or the child custody or better divorce things in favor. So that's why I have to write in this new book certain changes, made some changes, plus wrote on every page. Author is not responsible for the divorce. But it's really fun book. Divorce lawyers, they are earning 20,000 to 30,000 per month by using the tools. Earlier, they used to just do 1 or 2 sessions, but now they are doing 20, 30 sessions with this. You can try it out, test it on your friend who seems so happy, because you like to spoil their happiness. Hey, anyone has any questions? Okay, one student, she asked, sir, will you be sharing some materials or something? Yes, I will be sharing very soon. Okay. So this week is a vacation week. Many people are not available. Probably I will try to send it by WhatsApp or courier. You will get, and when you use those resources, that will be sufficient to manage all type of clients, any type of clients. Regarding PGDND, exam is not in Feb, it will be delayed. Yeah. Those who are taken 6 months plus PGDND, they will have their 6 months exam in Feb. Okay. Any other question? Should we end the class today, please? I have to go out. No, sorry. I have to go out. So this happens when it's like forceful, I have to go out. Yeah. Yeah. So see you then. What day is the next Sunday? Oh, huh. It's 29th. So we will meet then. Yeah. So I was thinking, hoping 31st December. So there is an excuse to not attend the class. Yeah. And anyways, because of the coils required, we have started ultra short classes. Yeah. Next class will be normal class. Okay. So thank you everyone. Have a great time. Enjoy. Today is the shortest day of the year. You know that? Yeah. You know that? So you will have difficulty in sleeping tonight. And yesterday also it was difficult sleeping. So don't worry. It is all psychodynamic effects. If you want to know what is psychodynamics, the answer there. Where is it? Yeah. How the lunar cycle affects your mind. Amazon. Yeah, you can search my name, you will find the books. Have a great time. See you. Bye.